I was frustrated for years because I knew that I was supposed to lead my family, but I didn't know how. I wanted to, but I didn't know what it really looked like. If you ask somebody, what does it mean for me to be the head of my wife or the head of my family, you don't get an answer. They say things like, don't be a jerk. Okay, well, I wasn't planning on it. Well, be a servant leader. All right, that sounds good. What does that mean? Love your wife like Christ loves the church. Well, that's good. That's biblical. But usually when people say that, they're talking about two things. Jesus washed the disciples' feet, then Jesus died on the cross. So do I just wash her feet over and over and over, and then if a bad guy comes, I'm the one to die? No problem. But I knew there was more to family leadership. I was desperate to find out how God expects husbands to lead. Like actually, what does it look like? So I started becoming a student of Jesus' model of leadership and started thinking through what does leadership look like in the family context so a man can truly be a great head to his wife and kids. I found it sad. We used to tell women, just submit to your husband and everything will be okay. But that's not the whole truth. But now instead, we look at men and say, just sacrifice your identity and your desires and just be a servant and everything will be okay. Well, heads up, bro. That's a lie too. And it's sad because it hurts men, women, and children. It serves no one. It's created men who don't even respect themselves enough to tell their wives that they can park the car without her help, much less look at their wives and say, follow me on a righteous adventure. I knew there had to be a way to clearly show a husband's responsibility to his wife and kids that would cause them to thrive and would cause him to come alive. The Captain's Course is the answer. So if you've been frustrated by the vague messages to be a spiritual leader, bro, then you're going to love the Captain's Course because it clearly explains, it lays out a specific path for you to walk on so that you can finally gain confidence, earn the admiration of your wife and children, and lead like Jesus. Here's how it works. Every week for 6 months, you're going to receive 2 Captain's Actions. These are the specific things you do to lead your family. These will answer the practical questions. You'll also receive a progress tracker, so you will keep track of the Captain's Actions as you check them off, and you'll move up through the ranks from cabin boy to captain. You're also going to get a monthly survey that you give to your wife and children, so they evaluate you as the captain of the ship. There's also monthly video teachings where I go more in depth, so you don't just understand the what of family leadership, but the why as well. This makes you the expert after 6 months, not just learning from an expert, but you'll understand it all on your own. There's also a private Facebook group where there's going to be fellowship, brotherhood, and interaction between all the men who are in the Captain's Course. I'll be heavily involved as well, answering all the questions that you have. There's also the option for private coaching for men who want to get on the fast track towards family leadership. After 6 months, you're going to emerge as the man that you always wanted to be and the man that your family deserves. Some resources talk about philosophy and the why. Some resources are very practical and helpful to move you forward in a plan. The Captain's Course is awesome because there is a quick teaching to help you understand, then there is also the quick assignment, so you can put your phone down, be the man, and go do something. There's no need to log into some membership website every single day. Everything you need is going to come directly to your inbox. Another thing you're going to get from the Captain's Course is long-term success. There are multiple things that you're going to implement throughout this 6 months that are going to stay with you for the rest of your marriage, for the rest of the time that your kids are in your home. So you don't have to worry that I'm only going to be held accountable for 6 months because you're experiencing a transformation that is not going to go away. If you don't do something different, nothing is going to change. Mediocrity sucks, bro. Your wife hates it, you hate it, and your kids don't have the man that they deserve. Don't be a guy who settles for good enough. Give your family a healthy identity and pride as you learn to lead them with strength and love. Laugh more with your kids, have more sex with your wife, live as a man on a mission, all for less cost than 12 weeks of marriage counseling and a heck of a lot less than a divorce. Some guys are going to listen to this and think, this would be great for so-and-so, or I know some guys who need this. No, I'm telling you, if you're not the greatest man that your wife has ever known, then the Captain's Course is for you. So act. Captain your ship. Start the course right now.